Okay, good morning. Our names are Edgar, Caroline, and Stephanie. Today we are presenting our behavior intervention plan project. Or our project focus on increasing daily water consumption in 3 adults using behavior analytic strategies. We will walk you through the identification of the problem, ethical consideration, research support, functional assessment, treatment plan, and data. Let me start by presenting myself. My name is Edgar Alejandro Mena. I'm 32 years old. I'm from Cuba. This is my last class in FIU and my last semester, of course, and I'm planning on starting my master's degree next semester to become a BCBA.
My name is Caroline de la Noval. I'm 20 years old. This is also my last semester at FIU, and I will be moving on to my master's in order to become a BCBA.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Ordonez. I'm a 25-year-old female. This is also my last semester in FIU. I am planning to pursue my master's degree to become an ABA, to become a BCBA. And yeah.
So let me move the screen to the other side. So the target behavior for this behavior intervention plan is going to be daily water consumption, and it's operational defined as the intentional consumption of drinking water. Water intake will be measured in fluid ounce from any drinking container, cup, glass, bottle from sunrise until the person goes to bed. Only water that is swallowed will be counted as a attempt. Sips that are spit out or swallowed will be not included. A recorded drinking response will be defined as the consumption of at least 1 fluid ounce of water. Every attempt below that threshold will not be considered in our recorded data. The function of the behavior is that our hypothesis is that the function of the behavior is automatic reinforcement, specifically due to access to more preferred beverages as soda, juice, or sport drinks. This behavior was selected because all participants show insufficient water intake and has previously unsuccessful attempts to improve hydration. The social significance of this behavior is because a low hydration negatively affects proper cognitive functioning, energy levels, digestion, and the prevention of medical complications.
Okay, moving on to ethical considerations. First and foremost, we ensured client dignity and safety. We did not encourage overhydration, and we never restricted access to water. We faced some potential barriers, including forgetting to drink water due to daily routines, lack of measurable bottles, limited access to water, and the availability of competing beverages such as soda or juice. To address ethical concerns, we ensured confidentiality across all data. Participants never shared data, and we stored our data using initials and in password protected documents. We emphasized accurate self recording by requiring real time data collection. We never estimated or guessed how much water we drank at the end of the day. We did real time data instead. To prevent harm, we established safe water intake ranges and included a guideline that participants should stop if they ever experience discomfort from too much water drinking. If an ethical issue arose, we always reported and documented within 24 hours. We made sure data was accurate, and in cases of inaccurate data, we retrained participants and reevaluated data. And if unsafe hydration occurred, we would adjust our goals immediately, and participants were never forced to continue. These steps ensured ethical integrity throughout the whole project.
Okay. I will now review the research that supports our intervention. We selected 3 peer-reviewed studies that support increasing fluid intake using behavior analytic strategies. First, Hansen et al. 2023 demonstrated that differential reinforcement and manipulation of establishing operations increased independent feeding and fluid intake. Second is Selbal et al. 2020 showed that escape extinction procedures increased water consumption in children with low intake. The third one is Patel et al. 2001 demonstrated that stimulus fading can gradually increase fluid consumption over time. These studies support the use of reinforcement, environmental manipulation, and gradual behavior change strategies. This research aligns with our intervention, particularly the use of DRA and antecedent strategies.
Okay, the assessment that we choose for this intervention plan was direct observational assessment together with ABC data collection that will be conducted to self-recorded direct observation. We will observe this behavior in natural settings, and it will typically occur on and keep a data collection sheet handy to document in real time. We select this method because water consumption is an observable behavior that can be measured accurately in real time. Baseline data were collected through 5 consecutive days, and the result for that baseline was Stephanie intake range from 33 to 42 ounce with a mean of 37.6 ounce and a standard deviation of 3.65. Caroline intake range from 26 to 34 ounce with a mean of 30 ounce and a standard deviation of 3.16, and my intake range from 39 to 50 ounce with a mean of 44.4 ounce and a standard deviation of 4.45. The group mean during this data collection in the baseline was approximately 37.3 ounces, which is below the 64-ounce goal that we set as the goal for the intervention. From the ABC data, we observed that water consumption increased when water is available. That means during meal times when and decreased when other beverages were present. This suggests that behavior is influenced by environmental variables and competing reinforcement.
Okay. Moving on to the treatment package, our intervention focused on increasing water consumption, and we used both antecedent and consequence strategies. For antecedent strategies, we kept water bottles visible and accessible at all times, used phone reminders as prompts throughout the day to drink water, and ensured bottles had measurable ounce markings so we knew exactly how much we were drinking every day. For consequence strategies, we implemented DRA, or differential reinforcement of alternative behavior. Participants received reinforcement only when they met the daily goal of 64 ounces. When they did not meet it, there was no reinforcement. Reinforcers were self-selected, and they were rewards such as leisure activities or preferred items. The replacement behavior was increasing water intake instead of consuming sugary beverages. For generalization, we practice across settings like home, work, and gym. And for maintenance, prompts were gradually faded. So phone reminders were being cut down, and natural reinforcers such as improved energy and well-being were emphasized, which influenced our water intake naturally. This treatment package was selected because it directly addressed the function of the behavior and used reinforcement-based strategies.
I will now discuss the baseline and treatment data. During baseline, all participants showed low and stable water consumption with little variability and no increasing trend. After the intervention was introduced using a multiple baseline across subjects design, all participants showed a clear increase in water consumption. As shown in the graph, there is an immediate change in level after intervention, a consistent upward trend over time, slight variability, but overall stable improvement. This indicates a functional relationship between the intervention and behavior change. In conclusion, all participants improved toward the 64-ounce goal. Data showed consistent upward trends, and their intervention was effective. One limitation was reliance on self-reporting, which could affect accuracy. However, overall results support the effectiveness of their intervention. And in conclusion, this project demonstrated that a structured behavior analytic intervention using antecedent strategies and differential reinforcement can effectively increase water consumption. Thank you for your attention.